Hello.
All right, we are here tonight to share our epic journey across the state of Colorado. How many of you are new to Colorado? Awesome. So hopefully tonight we can convince you that you made the right choice to move to the state. For those of you who are natives, we want to hear some pride and some love for your home counties. So you see them on the projector up here. I want to hear some love from you guys. So who are we? At the time, we were 4 freshmen in engineering at CU Boulder. There was Ryan, the mathematician. There was Danny, the computer scientist, who is in the audience. There was Nick, the aerospace engineer and the creator of this trip, who is also in the audience. And then there's me, Kristina, the other aerospace engineer / zebra eater. Our mission was to visit every single county seat in Colorado in less than 10 days and not want to kill each other at the end of the trip. Believe me, that may have been the hardest part at the now that we think about it. This trip took place in May 2006. And you might be wondering, well, how many counties are there in Colorado? There are 64. That's a lot of counties. And if you're not careful, you're going to end up backtracking or missing a county. So Ryan, can you tell me how the computer scientists and the applied mathematicians solved this problem?
Absolutely. This is an NP-complete optimization problem, known as the traveling salesman problem. Very famous. Dan actually programmed this in MATLAB using Yahoo Maps and found the quickest tour through the state. Funny story, his IP address got blocked because Yahoo thought he was a hacker.
So anyways, we're going to share some of the highlights from our trip, and one of our favorites is the Great Sandies National Park. So those of you who don't know, yay! Woo! We are actually home to North America's largest dunes, which is pretty darn cool. And let me tell you, after being in a car for 4 days, a giant sandbox is like the most fun ever.
All right, so have you ever seen those creepy road signs that say museum on your left or creepy something? But one of these was the Genoa Wonder Tower, and it was advertised as being the largest thing between Denver and New York City. But obviously there's a water tower and a grain silo that were much taller. One of the cool things here was Jerry, he took us on a tour of the 22-room museum, which had oddities like a 2-headed calf and a 1-eyed toe and some other bizarre junk that it was absolutely absurd. Going on crazy people, there's a guy named Jim Bishop who lives in Beulah. I'm glad somebody already knows this, but he hates the government, hates people screwing with his property, but why did we visit this guy? It's for a good reason.
Drum roll.
And it's because he built a castle. It's called Bishop's Castle. It's over 160 feet tall in its tallest point, and it's made with over 1,000 tons of rock, all by hand. But definitely an amazing sight to see in Colorado. Yeah.
All right, we played a lot of road trip games. Our favorite being called Hey Cow. Goes something like this. You stick your head out the window and yell, "Hey cow!" And you see how many cows turn around, and that's how many points you get. So, variations are highly encouraged. For example, I could play Hey Ignite Boulder, and you're all looking at me, which means I just got 1,400 points.
She's a cheater.
Some other games we played were, is that man's beard cooler than the previous one we saw? Can you grill it? And our favorite contestants included frozen egg rolls, and playing with statues. So 9 days in a car will really do it to you.
One of the lessons we learned on this trip was strangers take terrible photos. This was in Boulder County. We asked a stranger to take our photo, and you can see the results. It was absolutely terrible. I think it's out of focus too. After that, we used a tripod, which helped out for almost all of these photos, except for this one. Don't let the peppy cheerleader fool you. Taking a timed jump photo with 4 people is impossible. And then this is only half of the photos that we attempted to try this at.
Keyword being attempt.
Yeah, attempt.
But anyways, one of our favorite lessons, variety is the spice of life. If you haven't figured out by now, we took a different pose in front of every single county seat, so that's 64 poses. So whether it's something as goofy as these poses or like how you lead your everyday life, you probably gathered from Ignite that we really like to keep variety in our lives, and I think it's what keeps us going. So.
Hey, Kristina, do you remember Baca or Yuma County?
Not really.
Yeah, that's because you were sleeping. Being the only woman on this trip, we decided that Kristina's narcoleptic tendencies lied in her XX chromosome. So, yeah.
Guster, yeah. All right, keep in touch with everybody. We didn't realize how many friends and family we had across the state, but it ended up being really helpful. It was fun to meet up with them. They fed us, they housed us, so thank you, friends and family, for giving us your generous hospitality throughout the trip. All right, our trip happened to coincide with Mother's Day in 2006, so we decided to temporarily vandalize the doors of Chaffee County Courthouse in Salida. A cop did pull up and kind of give us a funny look, but once he saw what we were doing, he realized that moms trump cops, so everybody loves moms.
So we are constantly blogging from the road, looking for hotspots, Wi-Fi hotspots, wherever we can find them. And usually at the end of the day, we're parked in front of some closed cafe or coffee shop, mooching off of free Wi-Fi. But the blog is still up and has lots of photos and much more stories.
So hopefully we've convinced you that Colorado has it all, from purple mountains majesties to amber waves of grain. We get snow in July and we have sunny days in December, so hopefully we've convinced you to start your own adventure around the state and enjoy the beautiful place that you are in. Thank you.